cassette community. Damn, there's two words I haven't uttered in a long time. What is going on in the cassette community? Oh, it feels so good to be making one of those videos again. I probably get 2 to 3 PMs a week. Says, dude, when you gonna do another cassette community video? And sometime soon. And to be honest with you, I'm still picking cassettes up here and there, but it's always primarily vinyl, and that's what I've been chasing lately. And things slow down a little bit with the holidays, but whatever. And then, you know, lo and behold, when you're not looking, you kind of just walk into a score. And that's what happened here. So tonight, I am going to share 12 pounds and 6 ounces of analog goodies. Magnetic tape madness. Cassettes, cassettes, cassettes. Has anybody ever weighed cassettes before? For the record, that's 88 cassettes. 12 pounds, 6 ounces. Background music provided courtesy of Scotty Strychnine. Megadeth's Rust in Peace. If you watched one of my last few videos, Scotty sent this over. I have this on vinyl as well, but it's been a long time since I listened to the tape. There wasn't a time in high school where this wasn't tucked in my jacket with my Walkman and the headphones kind of strung up through the back. Later high school years, earbuds, but earlier over the ears. Silly stuff. Scott, thank you. Sounds awesome, man. Alright, where do we start? Wow. So this was totally a Goodwill score, and I wasn't even looking for it. This Goodwill usually doesn't have a whole lot in the way of cassettes, but I did go in, and there was 3 crates, 1, 2, 3, on the floor. And in those 3 crates, they were just full of cassettes. Not messy, I mean like stacked in rows. So I was like, whoa, whoa, okay, time to dig. So, off we go. By the time I got done with those 3 crates, I have the 88 cassettes that I'm going to show you now, and I'm really happy with a lot of them. I did try my hardest to avoid duplicates. I think a few of these definitely are, but a lot of them are new to my cassette collection, and I have to be honest with you, I was completely blown away to grab an almost near complete Beatles collection out of those crates. Now, anybody that watched my Beatles vinyl video and I said it was a casual fans collection, there's a lot of people that called me out in the comments that said, you sure you're a casual fan? Hell's bells, yes. But don't forget, I've been collecting vinyl for a long time. And that means that they just show up over time. Or sometimes all at once. Now, I'm still a casual Beatles fan. But even a casual Beatles fan is going to pick them all up if he sees them. So here we go. So when I do my Beatles cassette collection video, which will never happen, but if it does, don't call me out on it. I walked into them. Anyways, check this out. Here's the Beatles Anthology 1. It's a double cassette, and this is sealed, never opened. Very, very cool stuff. A lot of these are imports as well. Here's the Beatles 65, and this looks to be from Germany, made in Germany. So that's really the Beatles for sale, right? Here's Abbey Road, this US copy. Here is the Beatles Live, Volume 1. This is a Pickwick compilation, so still US. Here is the Beatles Rubber Soul. This is a UK copy. Beatles Live at the Hollywood Bowl, Parlophone, so another UK copy. The Beatles Rarities. This is US. The Beatles Love Songs. Oh, good God, I can't get away from this album. It's UK. Magical Mystery Tour. Woo, this is actually a really good album. It's US. The White Album. This is the second copy of this I have, but this is a music cassette. This is a UK copy. I have a the white paper label there. So I have a US copy of this as well. It's actually on 2 tapes instead of 1. I wonder if the sound quality is any better. Here is the Beatles History of Rock Music live recording. Some kind of cheesy compilation, and let's see if my Spanish is right. Yep, made in Spain. Sorry, check out that label. Big. Here is Hey Jude. Again, Germany. That's part of the fun of collecting, is the labels. Here's a late US press of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band on clear cassette. That one actually sounds really good. Here is the Beatles, Help! And this is US. So there we go, a near instant Beatles collection. I do already have some Beatles tapes, and this pretty well just rounds it out. I was like, whoa! I'm kind of on the fence with sell them, keep them, sell them, keep them. How often am I going to listen to them? I already have it all on vinyl, that kind of stuff. I don't know, we'll see where it shakes out. But while we're still on that Beatles area, here was some John Lennon stuff. Here's Milk and Honey. These are all US. Double Fantasy. It's a brilliant album. Plastic Ono Band. God, his mother is on this. Yay, that song creeps me out. And here's the John Lennon collection, which is not fascinating, but check this out. It's got like a paper fold over that goes over the back. See? That is really weird. I've never seen anything like that. And you would think maybe you could fold it inside, but you can't because the spine here actually stops it from doing so, and then the little tabs would puncture it. I don't think it was a 2-cassette set as far as I know. So just very curious, not only that it kind of flaps over like that, but that it survived all this time. Alright, let's burn out the Kissin' family. So here is Ringo Starr, Vertical Man. This is still sealed as well, the price tag on back. That's more than I paid for all these, by the way. Back to the Egg by Wings. I love Wings. Wings Greatest. And Wings at the Speed of Sound. Now, I'm not a huge Beatle fan, but I am a huge Paul McCartney fan. I love Paul big time. Paul's just awesome. He's done so much good stuff. Before we move on from Lennon, here's Julian Lennon, The Secret Value of Daydreaming. I have to say, I actually think this is a really, really good album. I think Julian's debut album, is it Ballet, sucked, but I think this is really good. Paul McCartney. Let's see. Here's Tripping the Live, fantastic. Highlights, live stuff. Flaming Pie. One of my favorites of all time. McCartney's solo debut. Maybe I'm Amazed, just sends chills down my spine, especially the live version from Wings Over America. Here is a sealed copy of Unplugged, the official bootleg. Give my regards to Broad Street. I love this movie. I don't care what anybody says. This movie is just the coolest thing. And this is a Chrome CR02 cassette. Sounds fantastic, especially in the other deck that I showed. Not this one, the Onkyo, but the front loader, the SAE deck, which detects the different tape bias and plays it accordingly. It sounds great in that one. I need to bring that back in here. Here is Pipes of Peace. Actually a good album, and probably one of his worst. Press to Play. Not a big fan of that one. But it was there. Grab it. Alright, let's burn out the rest of these. Let's switch gears and do some metal and punk. There was just so much stuff here. Here is one of the only Kiss cassettes I did not have. It's Kiss Alive. This is definitely a duplicate. Kiss MTV Unplugged. Another duplicate, absolutely, but I will keep it, is Creatures of the Night. Such an amazing album. And another duplicate, Kiss Asylum. I can't leave Kiss sitting there. I mean, you've watched my videos, you know me. There's no way. Now, top of a Beatles collection, here's a Ramones collection. Let's go! Here is the Ramones, Leave Home. These are all US cassettes. Here's the Ramones debut. The Ramones, Pleasant Dreams. This Ramone needs a drink. Here's the Ramones, Too Tough to Die. And Animal Boy. I have actually never heard this album. Has anyone watching heard this? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Do I race to it? Do I put it off? What do I do? Let me know. Yes songs. Aldo Nova. This is a really, really good album too. Here is The Who, Live at Leeds. Very cool cover. I already had this, but this one was made in England. This is a UK copy. And instantly you notice a difference because it doesn't have the yellow cover. Great band, Boston, Mass. Represent the Del Fuegos. And two from Foreigner, Agent Provocateur and Head Games. Woo! Let's keep going. Alright, a little early 80s rock. Rick Springfield, Wait for Night. I really like Rick Springfield. Success hasn't spoiled me yet. Hard to Hold. And an excellent album, Living in Oz. You know, when you get into that, or when I get into that, like Journey, Styx, REO Speedwagon, Day, or a couple of days, Rick fits right in there perfectly. Cheap Trick collection? Why not? Here's Trick at Budokan. A good, not slightly overrated album. Their debut. This one's a little all over the map. I've always been kind of a fan of that one. Next Position, Please. I've actually never heard this Cheap Trick album. Lap of Luxury. And I want to say 99% of what I'm showing you now I have on vinyl. 95%, 96%. I have a shitload of this on vinyl. Oh well. Heaven Tonight. Really, really killer release. One of my favorites, Dream Police. I would say that and Heaven Tonight are probably my two favorite Cheap Trick albums. What a great band. And here's another one I had never heard. Woke Up With a Monster. This is obviously super new. Produced by Ted Templeman, 1994. Very cool that they were still going at that point. I have 2 stacks left. Let's burn these out first. I figured why the hell not. Heart and Bad Animals. There's enough hits on here to throw them in as background music. I'm not sure how often I'm going to listen to these. I'm not even sure why I picked them up, to be honest with you. But this was a no-brainer. Here's 2 of the 3 tapes from the Led Zeppelin Remasters box set. The box was not there, and the 3rd cassette, was it an interview tape? I think I have that set. I think it's an interview tape. Somebody can let me know in the comments. That'd be awesome. But there's 2 of those, so this is like, what, 31 Zeppelin tunes or something like that? Here's the Cult, Love. This is the only Cult album I don't own on vinyl, which is just stupid because it has my favorite Cult song on it, which is Rain. The Boomtown Rats. Retrospective. What a great band. Eddie Money. This one's kind of cool. It's got like the old sticker on top. 2 from the Stones. Exile on Main Street and Undercover. Check this out. Hey, cassettes? Dumb. Dice. This cassette got me in more trouble in 7th grade than I care to tell you about. This is one that I swiped from my older brother, Mark, and my mom would continually swipe from both of us. Now, that was cool to find, but this was cooler. The Day Laughter Died. This is a 2 cassette set, 2 cassette set, 2 cassette set, and it's in the original box, which I don't know that a whole lot of these have survived. Because I've definitely seen 1 or 2 of the tapes in these cases, but I've not seen them in the cardboard case. I thought that was very cool. And man, I had a ball listening to this again. Oh, he's just so raunchy. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. I knew I had one of these, but I couldn't remember which. So since they were both there and in great shape, I just grabbed them both. And Mr. Marshall Crenshaw. Now I was just talking to Dave, someone 481. Because I was listening to Marshall, and I have these on vinyl as well, and I was like, damn, that guy just sounds a hell of a lot like Buddy Holly. You know, kind of like Rockabilly Revival. I really like Marshall Crenshaw. Field Day, I think I just misspoke. I don't have Field Day on vinyl. Here's Marshall's debut. Downtown and Mary Jean and 9 others. I loved listening to these, and then I remembered Marshall Tucker played Buddy Holly in the La Bamba movie in 1987. And I mean, I just checked it out online just to verify, and like, damn, I've been hearing Marshall longer than I knew. And at the same time, I was like, alright, so the guy sounds like Buddy Holly, and that's what hit my ears anyways. And, or that style, that sounds like him. And then he played Buddy Holly in La Bamba, so everything kind of comes full circle. Pretty neat stuff. Okay, Burning Them Down, Communique, Dire Straits. This is made in West Germany, and as the Vertigo Swirl. Has anybody ever said, I have a Vertigo Swirl cassette before? I have one in 2 pieces. Oh man, never mind the Bullocks. Here come the Sex Pistols, REO Speedwagon's Infidelity. This is a newer press, and do you know what I realized about this that I thought was pretty cool? On, where was it, on the back or inside? Somewhere on this cassette, it says visit reospeedwagon.com or something like that. Oh, I'm sorry, here it is. It's epicrecords.com. That just blows my mind to think that High Infidelity was even reissued in a period in which .com existed. This album's from like 1980, right? It was pressed .com. I mean, that's like right around 96, 97 were like the earliest crappy websites, and You've Got Mail. That just blew my mind. Scandal. Shooting at the walls of heartache, bang, bang. Def Leppard, High and Dry. Great, great album. AC/DC's Fly on the Wall. I know that one's a double. I know this one's a double. Van Halen too. I just had to grab it. I was almost positive I had this. I think I had every U2 cassette. But still, Under a Blood Red Sky is just killer. And I have about 6 left in here. Here is Night Ranger, 7 Wishes. I was almost positive I had that, but couldn't remember. Here's Glass Tiger, The Thin Red Line. This is another tape I have not heard. So if anybody's familiar with this, let me know. Because to prioritize the ones that I haven't heard, which, I don't know, it's not a lot of them, but I'm familiar with almost everything. Hey, just let me know. 2 from Mellencamp, Aha, and The Lonesome Jubilee. Lonesome Jubilee is a great album. Great album. Actually, Scarecrow is one of my all-time favorite albums. Ultimate Summer album. Here's George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Why am I looking at this so hard? Born to be Bad. And George Thorogood is a spitting image of Tony Danza. Men at Work, Business as Usual. And last but not least, one of my favorite guitar players, and that is to say I love the tone this man gets out of his guitar. Here's Peter Frampton, Premonition. I don't have this on vinyl. I believe I have the CD, so it was pretty exciting to find it on tape. And that is 88 cassettes, 12.5 pounds. Fantastic Goodwill find. Just walked into them and couldn't resist them. And man, it feels good to shoot a cassette community video again. Everybody, thanks for watching. I hope everybody's doing well. The holiday is right around the corner, and I hope everybody's feeling good and feeling ready. Everybody in the vinyl community, take care. Please feel free to leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. Have a good night, and I'll catch you guys soon. Ciao.